I heard the Lord say, I am restoring the pioneers in PTSD by Nate. My pioneers have been living under the pain and soul sickness of PTSD, but right now I am bringing them back to life. Right now many pioneers feel like David and his men at Ziklag, returning to find everything you fought for burned to the ground, and everything you loved stolen. You've been through endless battles, only to arrive at this breaking point, crushed under the pressure of situations you don't understand and outcomes you didn't expect. The warfare has been relentless, and the seeming loss overwhelming, and you have wept until there is nothing left. You gave all you had to obey the call, and now you're standing in the ashes, wondering if it was all in vain, doubting whether you even heard God correctly. I know what you are feeling. The exhaustion is not just physical, it is spiritual, emotional, and mental. The dark night of your soul has stretched on, and you've wondered if you will ever see light again. You've carried the wounds of betrayal, disappointment, and abandonment. You fought hard for others, but now you feel soul-sick and too weary to move forward. But I hear the Lord say, this is not the end, and you aren't crushed beyond my rescue, because while it may not look like it, I have been pulling you out of the soul-crushing defeat and emotional baggage of your last season and mission. Yes, and like you draw snake poison from a wound, I have been drawing out the poison of slander, witchcraft, and personal disappointment to the surface to free you once and for all. This is why you have felt the way you do, because it's all manifesting around you, but not for the reason you thought it was. This is actually your restoration. Just as David strengthened himself in me after Ziklag, I am releasing supernatural strength to you right now. What feels like the end is actually a threshold. The enemy thought the fire would destroy you, but this is where the tide turns. Just as I told David, pursue, for you shall surely overtake and recover all. I am speaking this word over you now, you will recover everything. What was stolen is not lost forever. What the enemy burned, I will restore. You did not hear me wrong. Every word I spoke still stands. The dream is not dead, it's about to be resurrected. The enemy whispered lies to make you believe you failed, but you are not defeated, you are in transition. The fire that tried to destroy you will now become the fuel for your next assignment. The soul sickness and trauma will no longer rule over you like it has in the past, and it will not determine your steps or how you see anymore. I am right now lifting the weight off your heart and clearing the fog from your mind. The Lord says, now look for the second wind that is coming on the other side of this extraction, for I am recommissioning you. This time, you will not run exhausted, you will run with a renewed fire and unstoppable clarity. You will not only rebuild what was lost, you will build beyond what you ever imagined. This Ziklag moment is not your grave, it is the launching pad for the next chapter.